we are into lot many projects of varied nature. We don't restrict ourselves in doing only residential buildings. We also do commercial buildings. We are into institutional buildings. We are consultants to a lot many government organizations as well. Our company is called Dhrumatharu Consultants, which we started in the year 1997. Me and my husband, who's a structural engineer, we are the partners of this company. And it's been quite a very eventful journey for the last 15 years, I should say, with all the ups and downs, where we started from scratch. Though I belong to a business family, none of my family members are into architecture or civil engineering. I think I'm the only one in the whole lineage who's into engineering. All my cousins, my parents, they are all into business even today. They are all successful businessmen. In a way, I'm also into business, but business coupled with technology, I should say, because I come from an engineering background. His family background, I think he has some doctors and mechanical engineers, no civil engineers from his family. But for me, I should I think proudly say I'm the only one who's into the engineering field. And my company is called Dhrumatharu Consultants. It's a Sanskrit word which means Dhrumatharu. It's a small sapling which is sown and it grows into a big tree with steady growth and determination. Like Mr. Kiran was mentioning, the 3 Ds of success: determination, dedication. So I think Dhrumatharu is all about that. Core efficiency is we want to plan buildings in a different way. We want to be very realistic towards our buildings. We don't want to build 4 walls and then call it a house. We want to call it a home. We want the warmth in our buildings. So that is where I think I always try to see that each one of my buildings that I design are different from one another. They are never like each other. Most of my clients say, that building which you've done is very good, why don't you do it like that? So I always tell them, what I do not want to replicate. Then I do not have a signature style of my own. It's like, TK, she's done this, she's going to also do this other one. So I have nothing, there is nothing which is so great about it. I can do tens of buildings which resemble each other. But the beauty is when I try to come up with a new thing every time and I explore new avenues. So every new project, small or big, it's almost like when I started back 15 years, when I did my first house, and 15 years down the line, still when I do another house, it's like again the same learning journey for me. So it's actually a very great experience to be an architect. I'm very privileged to be the speaker for the day here, and I'm so comfortable talking to you all, so that's really a very good thing for me because I find this to be a very pleasant audience for me. Contribution of women entrepreneurs in shaping the community. If I start talking about entrepreneurship, I think that's a very, very, ingenuinely old concept where business is always there and everybody wanted to be an independent businessman. Whether we bartered goods, whether we came up with enterprises or whatever we did, we always had an idea to be independent and we all wanted to grow. But I think the concept of women turning into entrepreneurs caught up very fast in the early 1900s, I should say, when women started realizing their own potential. Especially in India, in a country like India, where women was considered that she was only relegated to the household work, she was relegated only to the course of the domestic front, but she was not allowed to be an active part of the community affairs or anything concerning finances. She was always, somebody behind the scene who advised her husband or even probably never advised her husband because she was never allowed to speak. She had lots of hierarchy there, the mother-in-law, the sister-in-laws, the brother-in-law, so on and so forth. So for a woman to come up from that level to where we are all standing today, I think that's been a long, long journey. We've all made it. Maybe I see women today. It is not that every woman has become an entrepreneur because she is educated and she has had all the resources. I beg to differ on this because many women have become entrepreneurs out of necessity. It's the necessity which has compelled them to come out from the comforts of their home and start working. That is when, they started realizing their hidden potential. Probably when they started off, nobody realized that yes, we could do this or yes, we could do that. Probably as a student, if I look at my own self, as a student when I was studying in school, I always thought I'll be a lawyer.